Hello everyone, let me greet you with the traditional Chechen greeting, Marsh Doren, wishing freedom to all. Today I would like to talk about a false concept that has been artificially created. I want to clarify the term Russia, about the confusion that this name creates. The fact is, Russians are an ethnicity. In Russia, there is an ethnic group called Russians who have their own culture and language, and they are the state-forming titular nation. In Russian, this is pronounced as Ruski. But there is also citizenship, the citizenship of the Russian Federation, which in Russian is pronounced as Россияnin. And the name of the Russian Federation itself in Russian is Российская Федерация. There are also dozens of other peoples in Russia who were incorporated into the Russian Empire at various times. Peoples such as the Tuvans, Chuvash, Circassians, Chechens, Ingush, and many others. Each of these peoples has its own culture, language, and national identity. For example, the culture, language, and traditions of the Chechens have absolutely nothing in common with those of the Russians. The same can be said about other nationalities as well. In the state of the Soviet Union, Russian was the official language. Education in schools and higher education institutions was conducted in this language, and all state affairs were carried out in Russian. Television, newspapers, books. Basically, absolutely everything existed in Russian. Chechens, and I will draw a parallel with them based on my own experience, since I am Chechen myself, did not have the opportunity to speak their native language in public places in the Soviet Union. In the capital of the Chechen Republic, Grozny, which was part of the Soviet Union, I personally remember as a 6-year-old boy witnessing a moment on public transport when two older Chechens were speaking their native language, and the entire bus erupted in protest. The Russian citizens, who made up the majority in the capital of the Chechen Republic, Grozny, and were riding that bus, all turned against these two guys as one. Both women and men spoke very harshly, saying things like the guys should speak a human language. In the end, two guys were forced off the bus. Of course, at home, our parents taught us to speak our native language. However, things were different in public places. And only closer to the Soviet Union collapse at the end of the 80s did Chechens get the opportunity to have 1 or 2 hours a week of lessons in their own Chechen language. This lesson was treated like a foreign language class.